Really quite magical and quite by accident. You know how those things sometimes happen. And a few minutes later, after the police had left, and we were exchanging insurance information, I began to notice how lovely she was. She seemed to sparkle with the lights of the emergency vehicle, dancing off the tiny fragments of safety glass, dotted throughout her auburn hair like a delicate net of stars. My heart skip a beat. And as she rode away in the tow truck, I realized that something very special had happened between us. Something words simply can't explain. I realized that this woman had left me with something. Something no other woman ever had. Her phone number was right there on the accident report. So a couple of days later, I got up the courage to call and ask, what are the chances of a guy like you and a girl like... What are the chances of a girl like me and a guy like... What are the odds of us getting together? She made some reference to a snowball. I wasn't exactly sure what she meant, but I thought to myself, she likes me. I knew she was just playing hard to get, so I kept asking her out until she finally agreed to a date. I really wanted to impress her. Now this is back in the 70s, so I put on my very best avocado green polyester leisure suit. Hopped in the Gremlin, cruised on over to pick her up. I thought that flowers and candy would be a nice touch, so I bought her some expensive chocolates, plain and peanut, and a beautiful blue geranium wrist corsage. Well, as soon as I got to her door, I could tell at once by the look on her face that she was speechless. But a little glass of water and a pat on the back seemed to perk her right up. And a little bit later in the evening, I noticed that her mood ring had turned blue, so I knew I was doing great. Well, to make a long story and a brief legal action short, she must have seen something in me that made her heart skip a beat too. Whether it was the way I said, supersize it, when I took her to my favorite restaurant, or the charming little poem I wrote on her neck brace. It certainly has turned out to be a very special little love story.